Yo, what is
Yo,
up, everybody? Welcome to the Dynamic Dance Podcast, the official fifth episode of the Dynamic Dance Podcast. I'm Dan,
I'm also Dan.
and today we have a special guest with us. He's got his face covered but pointing it. Oh,
That was scary. I don't
that's
like
the
that. That was
Dan,
Dan,
scary.
Alaska.
Dan Alaska
At last.
himself, the honorary
Well,
Dan. It is a three-way dance today, and as we do always, the proceedings as Heelboy is wandering his eyes. As always, what are we drinking today, gentlemen? We'll go ahead and let the guest start.
okay. Well, today I got a special drink that summarizes everything this podcast is about. It's Sprite,
Sprite.
a quarter of
Corner.
Sprite. I feel like this represents a lot, so I have that here.
Yes, crisp, clean,
Yes.
lemons. That's this podcast right there.
Yeah.
I love Jim
Lime.
Cornette.
Got some lime.
No, he springs Sprite Zero. Sprinks? He sprinks.
Isn't Jim Cornette's favorite drink Sprite?
It
Or
is, but
7-Up?
he's been drinking Sprite Zero because he's so fat
Overweight. Yeah.
and his knees.
Me too.
bad. I mean,
His favorite drink is Vince Russo tears. That's his favorite drink.
his blood, sweat, and tears. Yo, boy, what are you drinking today?
Stop watching me from the bathroom. Close the toilet. Just there is no way. Our toilet is literally here to the right.
You're
You
gonna
just flushed it. That's
show the
all.
toilet.
Taking a fat dump.
Wait.
Are you going to sit there and be a distraction to me?
No.
Well, this went well so far. I have 3 drinks. They're all gins of some description.
Ooh.
So I have a, I don't know what this is. It's a London dry gin with a dash of ginger, gin and tonic with a dash of ginger. There's that one up here, upper, don't know. There's a Tanqueray. I'm breaking this. There's a Tanqueray, which is literally a gin and tonic, but it's a Seville orange gin and tonic. So that's that one. And then there's an Edinburgh gin, which is rhubarb and ginger flavored gin with a ginger ale.
Honestly,
Take pick.
so are we gonna pick which one you're gonna
Take
go
pick.
after? Honestly, I don't know about you, AK, but I'm kind of vibing with the one that had some ginger ale and rhubarb going on.
Yeah, I'm going
I like that
rhubarb.
too.
Let's
too,
go for it. Yeah, let's
rhubarb.
get it.
Good choice. Good choice.
Absolutely. Ooh, crack that baby open. Let's get a good sip
Good
out
shit.
of the kid. Let's
Crack,
go.
crack it.
Alrighty,
It's
and
really
then on
fun.
my end,
Oh, it's really nice.
I didn't
Sweet.
think about this. We have a guy here from Alaska. I didn't really think about the
Oh,
sort of almost making fun of him in a way. Not really, but I ended up. I'm festive right now. It's been cold outside. I'm getting in the mood.
of course.
A little bit of hot cocoa for the boy.
Ah, that's nice.
Nice little-
Hot
kinda see the
chocolate.
marshmallows in there. A little bit of hot
Yes.
cocoa. A little hot cocklet.
Hot cock.
Mm.
This mate's got hot chocolate. I'm actually disappointed.
Get some marshmallows.
It's not alcoholic. I feel like all my drinks I've brought on have been alcoholic.
Here
that
I thought
true?
it was going to be like a baked Alaska or
That's not
something.
good. Is it?
Oh my god! I just whip out a baked Alaska. I'm like, this is my drink.
that would have got me.
No,
but-
Heel boy. I don't know. I think you had that,
Oh, I had a tea
Squash.
for the first episode, but then I drank it, and
and then you just
squash
had
as
water.
well.
You had squash. So you've had 3 out of 5 with alcoholic beverages.
3 out of 5.
3 out of
Yeah,
5. So
squash.
yeah, today's actually a pretty interesting day to do. I mean, obviously we're recording on the same day that we are going to upload this, November 5th, and anyone that is a wrestling fan on November 5th, 2021, is sort of reeling off of some absolute insanity.
Very true.
Another WWE sort of cleaning out their closet and getting rid of some of the people that they either aren't using, should have used better, whatever opinion you have on them. There's a lot of different, things to be said about it. How about this? We'll talk about, we'll each bring up a person that we want to bring up and just see what we think about, explain our reasonings behind bringing them up and whatnot, because I'm very curious as to who you guys sort of thought was like the most shocking or maybe the most interested to see where they go type deal for any of these people, anything like that. So whoever wants to start,
Okay.
go right ahead.
I don't mind. I'll start. Fuck it. I'm purely picking this one because I think you two will pick different people. I think the most surprising is Nia Jax that got released. purely because she's been with the company for 7 years. Just like, that's it, really. She's been there for 7 years. She's been sort of, I don't know. It's hard to explain. She's just that person that you feed everyone to,
Right.
Yeah,
and it's like they've got rid of the person who feed everyone to. So who's the next person? But yeah, that's the most surprising, especially since she's related to The Rock too. I think
yeah, that's the
That's
main
a-
thing. Is
that's a
like,
good
point.
that surprised me. Like, I thought, an Anna Hawaii would be there forever, or someone kind of related in that
Exactly.
circle.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
So that would be mine, most surprising.
and that one was also like you kind of said, she was being like everyone was kind of like you get fed to her if you're like on the lower card, and then you kind of and then
Exactly.
she gets beaten by the stars. But she also just kind of felt like a lifer for a long time, and it's just like
Oh, yeah.
it felt like she could do no wrong because she fucked up a lot and got away with it. So like,
Yeah, exactly.
but it's come out now about why she might have been released. Like she's kind of spoken on it, and it's very, very like kind of jacked up. I guess like they wanted her to
Jacked
come
up.
back. It was very jacked up. Yes, good one.
Yeah, it's coming.
Yeah, Heel Boy was ready for it.
I called it.
But we apparently they were trying to bring her back on like in the middle of this month, and then she was like on a mental health break, and they sort of made the plans for her to come back, and she said, "No, I'm not really ready to come back yet." And they said, "Well, if that's the case,
Oh yeah.
Hey, you're gone. Get out of here.
here's a good break for you. How about unemployment?" And that's really what
Yeah.
they did to her, and it's kind of
And the only reason she's even come out about that is because everyone was saying she got released because she chose to be unvaccinated. So
Yep,
It is just-
she was kind of trying to cover her ass by throwing out the real reason, and it's like it's
It probably
still-
doesn't help she did all that shit with Charlotte too, where she just
Yeah,
started
tried to-
oh yeah,
throwing potatoes.
Well,
Yeah,
remember Kyrie and like Kyrie Sane during COVID, she tried to kill Kyrie Sane that
Oh,
one time.
yeah,
She literally
I-
almost
She tries to
murdered
kill
her.
everyone she's in the ring
I-
with. Do you
she
remember
does,
she dropped
right.
Charlotte in her head. Jesus.
I still believe that series of matches was to punish Kyrie Sane for not wanting to wrestle anymore.
Oh, it
Just-
was. It absolutely was.
Okay, we're
1,000.
gonna
Feed
put
them
you
to
against
Nia
Nia Jax over and over.
Feed them, that was my the
You're gonna
point.
let Nia Jax ruin
Someone
your
pisses you
career.
off, get them injured by Nia
And-
Jax.
And yet Kyrie Sane is now an ambassador for WWE. So
That's true.
who knows?
I feel like that's even happened for some
Aw.
men in the company. I feel like that's happened to a couple guys even, where Nia Jax was like, "Okay, well we don't like you, Nia Jax, go."
Oh, John Moxley.
Oh my god. Oh.
Or at least it was supposed to happen.
That's true.
We
it
all
was.
saw the house show advertisement. It was gonna happen.
Speaking
they
of,
just said-
speaking of John Moxley, by the way, obviously we got to say, good luck in your future.
Oh yeah,
Respect.
Putting himself
that's
in
true.
rehab. But we'll
Respect.
actually, we'll touch on that in a second though, because I do want to get a little bit longer into that. But yeah, Nia Jax is a good one for me. I think the one that kind of feels the worst to me, the more that I think about it, is Taya Valkyrie, because
Oh, I was
of
gonna
how
mention that one.
John Morrison's still there. She
Mhm.
was getting
true, I didn't
she
think
was
about-
getting vignettes. She was starting to get somewhere,
Mhm.
and then they kind of just said,
Yeah.
"You know what? You're gonna appear like twice, and then we're gonna be done with you." I don't know what
Yeah.
they basically paid her to do nothing. Like
Yeah,
I just didn't understand that one, and I thought for sure she would have at least gotten like to the main roster at some point before she was gone, even if it only lasted like a couple months, but not even close.
Yeah, that's true.
like
I didn't
she
think about
was
the John Morrison thing.
yeah, but she was like one of the biggest like female stars on the indies before she went there. I thought they
Exactly.
were. I thought if they were gonna sign her and do nothing with her, it'd be longer than this. But they just pretty much let her go after a month, and
How long? Yeah.
She legit
it
was
was
here
a
for,
month
like-
she was on the roster, wasn't it?
It was like 2 months, I think, and like the first month of that, she didn't actually wrestle yet or like do anything
Gee.
yet or something like that. You make a good point though. She was legit like in Impact. She was one of like she was pretty much their most pushed female in Impact for like 2 or 3 years there. So like, just that one just blew me away. To be
And
completely honest.
Empty, by the way.
Damn.
Oh, wow.
God damn.
I'm not even done with this.
Which one?
Uh,
Ooh.
What are the flavors again for those two?
Orange, and then that's ginger again, I think.
Uh,
Ooh,
orange. That's my vote.
I agree. I agree.
You don't get much, and then they're literally 250 ml, so it's not that much.
I mean, that's fair.
But like another thing with Taya though, have you two heard about like the first time they reached out to her? Like before Frankie Monet, they actually did reach out to her one time before that, or she was trying to join them. It was something like
Oh,
that.
change the lighting. There we go.
There we go. Lighting change for a dramatic story.
That was actually really solid. But
Apologies,
yeah, no,
Dom.
I actually had no idea that they did have contact with
Yeah.
that.
I mean, I don't have the
I
full
didn't, yeah.
details before me right now, but the heads and tails of it is basically she wanted to be in the WWE, and they said, "Oh yeah, we're interested in you, but could you move closer to where we have the performance center?" And then
Yeah.
she made the move, and then they just pretty much, real quickly after that, turned her down, and it kind of affected things for her for a while, but. She still said, she wanted to prove she could be commodity, that she could come back. So she goes, kills the Indies, goes back, released in a month.
Doesn't do a damn thing.
Yeah, I didn't know about that. No. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, AK.
Yeah,
Do you have
poor
anybody in
Taya.
particular that you want to bring up?
Right.
There
I
was a
mean,
lot. There was a lot.
there was a lot, and I was probably going to mention. Taya Valkyrie, but that's already mentioned. Let's see. I mean, it's obvious. It's very obvious, but it's just like the most pressing one. Keith
Yeah.
Lee.
Yeah.
Why'd you let him go? Why would you look at Keith Lee and let him go? Like,
Yeah,
jeez.
talking about a guy that just legit in NXT, he had some moments where he was still kind of Keith Lee, but like
Yeah.
they straight up took probably the most
Like-
interesting big man I've ever seen in my life and just said,
Hmm.
"Nah, we're not gonna let you do what you do."
Yeah, but like not even his NXT run was like him to his fullest, because like
True.
No, it's true.
it started out well. He had the matches with Dijak, wins the North American title. He won the NXT title in one of the best, like I'd say in hindsight, it was one of the last great moments NXT had for the rebrand. Keith Lee beating Adam Cole, becoming the dual champion.
That's
Mark was
fair.
going down. Pretty cool. But then like
Yeah.
they didn't even let him get along right with it. They had him
No.
immediately drop it to Cross,
Straight away.
who then got hurt, and then
Yeah, wasn't
that just
it
kind of-
like wasn't it
that
like
just kind of hobbled
was it
Keith
like
Lee from the
41
off
days
there.
I think or something like that? Was it 41? or
Yeah,
something?
yeah, it was. It should have been 441. I'm like,
Literally. That man's insane, and it's. I will say
Yeah, I
this:
love
it's
Keith Lee.
exciting. It's exciting to me that he's 36 and he gets a chance to go into his 40s with a run wherever he wants it to be. Like he can just sort of, and I feel like
Yeah.
a guy at his
World's
size
his
won't
oyster.
wrestle. A guy at his size won't be able to wrestle at his full potential too much older into life. Just that's how it usually
Yeah.
goes. I mean, maybe he's an anomaly, which I mean he is in
I
every
mean-
other aspect. But I
I'm sorry to interrupt, but like,
no, you're fine.
there was like he had like quite the health scare not too long ago as well. Like
Yep.
Remember that? Yeah.
heart issue.
Oh,
It took him out
yeah.
for a long
It's true.
time.
Happens with big guys, though, doesn't it?
Oh, all the time. Yeah.
Mhm.
I could see him though going into his early 40s just with a run in like AEW, Impact, like the Forbidden Door general group of companies, maybe even going back to the Texas Indies, just like having some fun and vibing out.
I think I could really see him in New Japan Strong. I don't know why that's the main place I thought of when I think of Keith Lee
Oh
going somewhere.
man,
You know what? I could
Just
see it.
because there's so many people that I think it'd be fun for him to work with, but not only then he could branch over to actual New Japan.
Yeah,
So like New Japan Strong, you get
Hmm.
Keith Lee versus Chris Dickinson.
bro, give me Keith Lee in
Which
New
is
Japan
fun.
because I want to see Keith Lee versus Minoru Suzuki like tomorrow.
Ishii,
Oh.
Ishii,
Ishii would
Ishii.
be stupid, bro.
Keith
Yeah.
Lee, Ishii.
Keith Lee and Suzuki did happen actually.
When did that happen? Because I
Yeah,
forgot.
it was
it
in
was-
UK. It was a
Oh,
big-
yeah,
it was.
It was
right.
I think it was over the top. Scrappermania, I think it happened at.
I wanted. Someone made a good point that we have the chance now for Keith Lee versus Calvin Tankman, which is just
Yes.
The
That's
most
just
stupid match I've ever heard of, dude. That thing's gonna
My
be
boy, my
ridiculous.
boy,
But
be great.
I could definitely see
boy.
Keith Lee in AEW though, just because it just
I
kind of
mean,
sounds
yeah.
right. It feel every time like the way that it feels with these releases is that like the biggest name is probably going to AEW, and then everyone below that you don't really know. Is kind of
To
how
be
it
fair,
feels. So
I think the one you'll see next is I think Lindsay will probably go to somewhere like AEW just because
I can see it.
I think he could have some fun there. Obviously, with Kalisto being there now too, well, Samurai Del Sol and Aerostar, which we won't talk about for now.
I will say
Um,
I can see my main guy that I had going to AEW out of anybody that got released is honestly Biff Busick.
Oh my God, yes. I'm hoping.
I
I'm
don't
hoping
know.
for that.
I don't know.
I just for some reason I just see it because he was a PWG.
He will a million percent. He'll a million percent go back to PWG.
Yeah, he was. People loved him in PWG. He was great
Yeah.
in that kind of scene, and I feel like for that reason, he's probably like great friends with Excalibur, probably good friends with the Young Bucks, or
Yeah, he
something
will
like
be.
that. So
Yeah,
I could just see
definitely.
them being like, "Listen, come in, do some fun matches." He can have the role that like a Bobby Fish has had lately, of just like having some
That's
fun
true.
matches with some good guys. and
Rampage
just being
matches
fun
and
as hell.
shit. That'd be
Exactly.
Uh,
Dark Elevation.
uh,
Biff Busick versus Daniel Garcia sounds good to me.
Honestly, when it comes to Biff, I feel like during his indie run, he was like at kind of an awkward point during it because like he was just before what I'd consider to be the boom the indies had. Like,
Yeah,
like,
true.
I don't know. Like, I'm gonna say 2016 around is when that happened.
Yeah, that's a fair
And-
point. Yeah.
Yeah, and but like, and he was still doing good stuff before then. But like, there's a whole crop of talent that's kind of risen up. Like after he went to WWE, that he could have very exciting matches with, which I'm excited
That's
about.
true.
Definitely.
Oh,
Definitely.
we might get like Biff Busick versus fucking I don't even like
Daniel Garcia, like I say,
off the top of my head,
Garcia
like
would be the one I'd want to see.
Lee Moriarty.
That'd be
Ooh.
Sick.
Right.
But I look at Biff Busick as just Cesaro in a cruiserweight's body, and that's not just because he's bald and like does uppercuts. It's because he legitimately has the
Hairy.
strength and everything. He has everything. Like
Yeah, no, he's
I-
really good.
I can see Biff having a great match with just about any of these newer indie guys, like you're saying. Like, dude, I could see him going. Like, there's been the argument of how many of these guys are going to go to MLW. I think he could have a fun run there if
He's
they
yeah,
use
he's
him.
one of the ones you could see. Yeah,
That's an easy one to picture.
yeah, 1000%.
It was him and honestly, it was him and it was Lindsay that I could see working really well over there.
Lindsay would be good in MLW, especially with Zenshi being.
I was
over
about to
there
say
too.
Lindsay versus Zenshi would be the best match of all time.
The one we're forgetting, to be honest, is Mascara Dorado. He'll just end up going back to what?
Dude.
Mexico?
His return in CMLL is going to be one of the best things that's ever.
Yeah,
happened.
we haven't
I
even
didn't hear that.
seen a fraction of his true ability. I'm excited for him.
We did in the Cruiserweight Classic. We just didn't in the rest of the roster.
It's a good point.
Yeah.
He just couldn't do it. But that's the thing, though. I feel like part of it's because he probably just couldn't work his style with like 90% of who they had. So they
Look
just,
at what the original Sin
Couldn't catch
Cara.
up.
yeah,
It's the same thing as the original Sin Cara. It's the exact same story.
that's very true. There's also the thing of like, he kind of just became a comedy gimmick, and so now he's going to be serious again. So I'm just excited to see him in that role again. It's just going to be
Yeah, we see so.
beautiful.
Play fucking Almas versus Mascara Dorado.
True.
There you go.
True.
There's that for you.
Fucking
Yeah.
ridiculous.
You know what kind of dark horse pick I have who might break out on the indies? Mia Yim, I'm thinking.
You know
Mia
what?
Yim, I'm thinking.
True.
I'm curious to see. I think there's a lane for her to go back to Impact and become Jade again and legit have like
True.
a title
Yeah,
run. Like
that's-
legit be the
yeah.
Impact champion. I can see it. So
Jade versus Jordan Grace.
ooh,
Oh
that all
man,
day.
that would be good.
Be
That'd
fun.
be really
We
damn.
also got Ember Moon now. Where's Ember gonna go?
dude.
Oh, Ember, man. I
She'd be
want her to
really
end up somewhere. I mean, to me she's a total package, but like at the same time, let's see, how old is she again?
She's only in her mid-20s, isn't she? She's
Oh,
young.
She won't
okay.
be too old.
Okay.
Like 30,
She's
I guess.
33. Okay.
Oh, she's
so-
33.
so-
Wow. Everybody in wrestling's older than they look or act.
Like-
so it's
Yeah.
kinda,
Like I don't know, like for some odd reason, like when I think of her, she's like she's been in the business for a while because I know early days she was Athena like
Yeah.
for a while. That's where she started doing the Eclipse. It was called the O Face back then, and
Yeah.
I just feel like no place has really fully gotten her potential out, if that makes sense. Like
Right, right.
I feel like it's just some company who wants to start up a women's division or get like their women's division on a higher level. She should be someone they sign. Like
She's
I just want
definitely
I
perfect
just
for like
want to see the
AEW.
Eclipse. Okay, I just want to see the diving stunner
Yeah.
every week. In
Bring
there.
that-
I'll
get
miss
that back on my
She's
TV.
definitely perfect for like AEW. I would say that's probably the place where she would have the most fun.
Yeah, the
is
matchups
AEW.
just sound perfect over there too, because like Ember Moon versus Dr. Britt Baker sounds like
Yes.
women's world title match. It just does.
Exactly.
So I'm more curious about her because she's legitimately, in my opinion, like, and people want to say this for, like, I've heard the argument for Naomi being this. Obviously, there was like they had the Casey
Mm.
Catanzaro like try to run, but like I feel like Ember Moon is the most athletic female wrestler I've ever seen because she actually
Yeah.
does
Maybe.
she does the springboards and all the diving shit so crisp and so clean, and I feel like there's not a lot of women that you see that do that
Yeah.
so well. Like I feel like for whatever reason it just hasn't really happened as much.
Like
And she
yeah, like the
she
only
just comes out here and
people.
just fucking boing and just starts flying and shit. I'm
Yeah.
like, goddamn.
Like
She
I
go
could only
lucha.
name like Io Shirai as someone else who could do that, or
That's
a bunch of other Joshis. Not really many
It
other
really is usually
women
Joshi's.
on our side
It's
that
a
can
good
do
point.
that sort of thing.
yeah. It's true.
And the Eclipse is
And
a
then
phenomenal move. That's a good point.
the
Oh
other
hell
one I can
yeah!
think of that was, I mean, not so much as surprising, but I just think similar to the Taya Valkyrie situation was Blake Christian.
Oh
Yeah.
god, yeah.
Because
He was in the breakout
joins,
tournament, that was it.
he joins breakup tournament and then he's just on 205 Live and then they get rid of him. Which is
And what's
very strange.
weird though, because I am an NXT 2.0 viewer. They were starting to do something. It wasn't much, but like they had an angle with him and Cora Jade as like the overly clingy boyfriend and girlfriend who interfere in each
Oh my
other's
god,
matches.
they did have that.
Yeah.
And they were
Forgot
like
about that.
getting TV time. Cora Jade recently got her ass whooped by Dakota Kai, and now they just fire Trey Baxter. So that gimmick's gone now, I guess.
Yeah, he's already signed with GCW.
Yeah, he's returning, and
good.
that's
Yeah, he's got two
2
dates
dates
already.
with them.
yeah. They're just
2nd and
gonna
14th of December, I think.
It was 13.
they're just
it was,
gonna
it was
rematch
third
him
and
and Alex Zane, and it's gonna be great.
Yeah, Ori Sterling.
well, yeah, and Alex Sane is actually in a really interesting spot too because his ass is like about to have a ROH world title match.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Like-
it's crazy how Ring of Honor grabbed onto him in their
I see, and
possible final moments.
here's the thing, right? There's a couple people. There's been the whole thing about ROH potentially, because people are kind of looking at it as they're dying just because they're letting their contracts go, but that's not true. If you go back and look at the actual like release of it, whenever they do let people's contracts go, they're gonna start working on getting Super Card of Honor like ready for Mania weekend, and then after that event, they'll like sort of rebrand, which I think is perfect for them because they kind of need it. Like their ROH has been it's been very samey, and it's kind of just been
Yeah.
relying on the talent that they have. But obviously, whenever AEW formed, a lot of that talent they were trying to use just kind of just was gone. So,
it's true.
because I mean, if you think about it, just like whenever you said like the boom of the indies, like 2015 going into 2016, that kind of era. If you look at it, like those couple years before AEW started, they had those like the Hardys versus the Young Bucks, like those like big feuds and these big matches between people that were like really getting praised, and now almost all of them are either back in WWE or they're in AEW now, or they just didn't want to sign an ROH contract because of the way that they were doing their COVID protocols, how it kind of just like they were quarantining wrestlers for like a damn month just to do a couple TV show tapings that no one was really going to see. Like it was kind of not, they just weren't in a good spot, so I understand it, but I think there's a few of these guys that got released. Like who is the one that I was thinking of before that? There's a couple of these guys that got released that I think legitimately will just end up as whenever ROH rebrands, will just end up there. But I can't remember who it was that I was thinking of that for. But if I can think of their name, because the thought came to my head because ROH is still a name, like it's still a brand that has
Yeah.
something to it. If it just presents a more enjoyable product again. You know what I mean? Like,
Biff might be the one you're thinking of now.
see, Biff could be, but I feel like it was someone else. I don't know. Anyway, they may. I'm not even gonna look it up because I know it's not Jeet Rama. If they.
Jeet Rama.
How dare you? How
That
dare
also
you?
made me sad seeing that.
Yeah, Jeet Rama's gone.
Releasing
Some of the
Jeet
other ones,
Rama.
I mean, you got like
They promised NXT India, and now they get rid of Jeet
True.
Rama.
I mean, some of the other ones, like you got like Katrina Cortez, who had appeared a couple times, but she hadn't really done anything.
She's good. She's like
She
literally
is pretty good.
what,
Yeah.
20?
Yeah.
And she's fucking
And they're letting her
It's
go.
like
Chilean
really good
Master.
for age.
Jesse Kamea, who legit was in the Performance Center for I want to say like at least 6 or 7
Yeah.
years.
I don't even know who she
And-
is.
Yeah, and that's the thing. No one does because they trained
Yeah.
her for so long, and her gimmick was gonna be like remember whenever they split up the Funkadactyls and they had Cameron as like a schoolgirl type gimmick almost.
Oh yeah.
She was basically
Good
that,
times.
and she
Girl
I think
bye.
she only got on NXT like a handful of times ever in like 7 years. Like
Yeah, like she's always just been a name that I know is just Performance Center people.
Literally.
There's Jesse
oh,
Camilla.
Jesse Kamea. They also there was like a Jeet Rama like we mentioned as well. Just
Jeez.
a couple of those kind of interesting names, and then there was the B-Fab one where she had just been
Man.
called up and had apparently just signed a new contract last week,
Yeah.
and they
The
already
one I've
cut
just
her.
thought about is Carrying Cross. I
But yeah,
literally
that-
completely forgot about
Yeah,
Oh,
that.
but
yeah,
that's
yeah,
that's the
like-
last big one to get to. Is
God.
that Karrion Cross and Scarlett Bordeaux both gone
God,
from
with
NXT
Cross, like
main roster.
I've never seen anyone go from being so hyped up to just being,
I'm
like
a
I don't
really big
even
fan
know
of
if
his
places are
appeal.
gonna sign him anymore.
I really
Honestly.
like him. Like, I think his Impact run's like one of the best.
Yeah, he had a really great thing going at Impact. Like they booked him how he should have been booked in WWE.
True.
Like
True.
Yeah, I think he's really sick.
Yeah,
Yeah, I really like him.
his if you remember his NXT debut with the Scarlet with like the whole entrance and everything like
Yeah.
that, the first like 2 or 3 times that they ran that, it felt like the best thing in NXT. And then he won the title, and then from then on it's just been
yeah, I
and
think
then he
with
got
Cross's
injured and
Yeah, I think honestly with his gimmick, like he didn't have to win the title, and maybe he shouldn't have won the title. Honestly,
No,
like
not
That's
straight
you
away.
could,
that's fair.
you could have just had him as like the big upper mid card monster, kind of in the periphery, like someone an up and coming babyface has to get through, or just someone who just arrives and wrecks shit and then leaves. Like
Yeah, no.
has like a higher sort of calling than a title,
that's-
but then he became a title, and then NXT
Right.
for a few weeks became everyone on the roster talking shit about Karrion Cross.
Well, it's the thing of like it's kind of like what happened with the Fiend, where it's like if you give someone the
Yeah.
belt that doesn't need the belt, the reason why they don't need
Yeah.
the belt is because their gimmick is already so strong that they're gonna be a main event level attraction without it. They didn't even give Karrion Cross a chance to be like as interesting and as dangerous looking and as scary as he was in Impact or anywhere else. Like they kind of just made him like another big tough guy. And the problem is a gimmick like that, right? The moment you give them the belt, you can't have like a title feud or a title run where someone looks dominant the entire time. You need to build the intrigue of the match by having them look like they can lose at some point. And so that just takes away from his whole ass gimmick like instantly. And so they kind of just shot themselves in the foot so hard and so fast.
Like-
I don't
Like even Miro in AEW, who's kind of like I'm only saying similar vibe because it's like the dominant monster who wins the belt. In his defense is there was always like the challenger could have a chance if
Right.
they do this. Like they even said, hey, Fragile could have a chance. The DDT is his kryptonite.
literally, yeah. No, it's just it can get really
all you
interesting
need.
with that. Heel Boy is
And,
She showed me TikToks and I can't cope.
she's
uh,
She's just trying to show me TikToks here and then walking off laughing. It's like,
when is the Dynamic Dan's TikTok gonna start?
right now.
I'm shocked they never gave Karen Cross a TikTok gimmick because of the
Oh,
whole
you're
pun.
right.
It's
Oh, you're
whole-
so right. That's
We're
what
on-
it should
we're
be
on,
overall.
We're on topic at least.
It's true. All right. What else is? I mean, that was obviously a just a big conversation lately is just that whole deal because it was literally yesterday that they started doing it. And then there was, the John Moxley thing, which I said we're going to touch on a little bit after because obviously that was. You got to be proud of the guy because the most difficult part of anything like that is just admitting when you need help in the first place. So I mean,
Definitely.
round of applause for the boy
Yeah.
going to
Like
going to get some help.
like there's countless. I mean, I don't even need to say names. We know the names of people in wrestling at this position who've not done what he did and how things went for them. And like, he had like a whole new angle going. He was going to be probably semi-main with Bryan Danielson. Possible heel turn was going on, but he chose himself and his family and his own well-being over that, which definitely should be commended for sure.
Yeah, I really do love John Moxley. Honestly, I think he's the main guy that I straight away became a fan of when I started watching AEW. Was the main guy because I knew Dean Ambrose, but I didn't know John Moxley
Right.
because I was very just WWE is the thing I mainly watched. I never really watched indies in like the early period before all these wrestlers got called up, like your Tyler Blacks or your John Moxley or anyone like that. And to see him outside of WWE, sort of embracing who he actually was really really special to me. So to see him get to the stage he is now it's really cool. I'm very proud of him for that.
Yeah, like AK was saying. I mean, you just gotta. We've seen what happens. I mean, you want to play 21. I got 22. Like, there's been so many moments you can look back in history where, if you think about it, that is a good meme. But then you actually look deep into it. That was a very sad time. It's like there's always that give and take with it. I mean, and let's be real. There might have been if he never did this, there might have been a funny ass John Moxley promo similar to that. Let's be completely real, because it's John Moxley. He probably could have gotten away with fucking wrestling drunk.
And
This motherfucker.
he honestly has. Well, he might have because we were like as heel boy saying, like I've seen some of his early work and like I'd say that John Moxley is different from the current John Moxley. And
Right.
besides how the character developed over time and just how he got used to playing himself, he was facing demons back then. And I remember this one time he was wrestling in a deathmatch tournament against this guy named Neil Diamond Cutter, and he was drunk during that match. He was clearly drunk. Like most of that match was him singing "Sweet Caroline" to like the 25 people who were in attendance. It's actually really funny. You could look it up, but like, yeah, it's just kind of. It's good though that now that he has a family, he has life, kid. He knows he's got to change some things about himself. That maybe when you're on the road with other wrestlers, you like maybe you can work around it there. But if you're settling down, you're having a family, you shouldn't be doing that sort of thing. So that's
and also he has the platform to sort of open people's eyes to like, maybe I should get help, or maybe
like
get help, which is always
fantastic to see.
Yeah, I saw like quite a few posts about that sort of thing, about people saying if John Moxley's willing to kind of push himself to get that help despite everything, I could too, which is good. I think that's the whole reason he asked Tony Khan to come out about it, just for that reason.
Right, absolutely. Is there did anything else happen in wrestling that there'd even be to talk about right now? I don't know, because I'm thinking about, we just talk about some of the random shit that's happened since, because we had, like I was saying before, we hadn't really talked about like a current event at all, because we've had like actual topics for these episodes for a couple weeks now. Let's start with my favorite thing that's happened in the past like week. Oh, is that not good?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. It's all, oh, that. Oh, I see.
He had an absolute stank face.
It's empty
too.
So that's the. What flavor is that?
It's just regular gin and tonic with a dash of ginger. See, the ginger part's nice, but it's just a bit. I don't know how to feel. It's like is it spicy? If that makes sense.
Ooh.
It's quite intense.
Spicy water.
Definitely. I mean, It does explain on the back that it is from India, so that would explain
That
the spicy part.
Makes sense.
But the anger over Jit Rama's release and that
Yes.
drink.
Cheers to G Rama.
Yeah.
Cheers to the great Kali. Cheers to Jorah Joel. So my favorite thing that I think I saw in the past like week was the Tiger King 2 trailer. And I don't know.
Oh, what?
Yeah, there was, and it kind of went under the radar somehow, but there is legit
Yeah,
going to be
it
a
did.
Tiger King 2. And
17th November, 19th November, something like
dude,
That's crazy.
that.
Tiger
It's in like 2
King,
weeks.
dude, Tiger King was fucking ridiculous. And like the way that they're angling this second like season of it is that it's basically he's finally back to get the revenge he deserves, and it's so fucking
Yeah.
ridiculous looking. I can't wait. Joe
So I'm not
Exotic's
being
back.
rude. I'm gonna.
Oh, you're
I
looking
th-
up the trailer?
I
show you
think I
something.
know
So,
what he's.
No,
I think
for Halloween last year,
Oh,
I know what he's pulling up.
me and Mrs. Boy
Miss Boy.
did the whole thing.
Oh god.
Yeah.
It's an all-time image. It is an
That's really
all-time.
oh my god,
Image.
that is. Oh my god.
So that's what.
How does- I still to this every time. Okay, how does the shape of your face? How did that even? It like
happened.
it
I'm
went with
off.
it went with the mullet so well.
That's me.
You morphed into Joe Exotic.
Yeah, so I
Yeah,
did that.
He
We did
became
that.
Joe British, exotic.
Joe British, exotic British.
Joe.
Oh my god, Harry Smith got released.
Oh yeah, we didn't even talk about Harry
okay.
Smith.
Yeah.
Speaking
Oh,
of
good.
Junior.
speaking of a
Good old-
combination of Joe Exotic and British.
Good old Harry Smith, had the YouTube exclusive. I'm back. I had a match on a house show.
I had a
And
dark
that's it.
match before SmackDown.
and then he was never seen again. Go back to MLW, I guess, man. I don't know.
Yeah, he will. He will.
He's gonna go wrestle Kurgan of the Year, Mads Kruger.
Mads Kruger.
Oh my god, that's a dream match.
That is an
Kruger.
all-time match.
Didn't he just get announced against AJ Gray in like an indie match?
What?
Mads Kruger and AJ Gray?
I'm sure that is a thing that happened.
If it actually, you might have just dreamed that. He might be in your.
Because doesn't Mads Kruger go under like a different moniker as well? He doesn't
No,
just go under Mads
he's
Kruger.
legit had like 4 gimmicks and they all sucked. I don't know.
No, but he's got
what
like a
his-
different name. Hold on.
I'll admit I'm not familiar with the Mads Kruger lore, besides the fact he's Mads Kruger in MLW.
He just legitimately is like the worst
been a lot
wrestler
of
I think I've
people.
ever seen.
Let's see.
He's just not good.
Log
Oh, it's
Grogan.
Grogan.
Yeah, Grogan. Yeah, he was Grogan.
Yeah, that's
He was Grogan.
the Black
That-
Hand Mads Kruger.
That's why he's Kurgan. You might want to rename it Grogan of the year.
Dude, I think I said that. Is that by the end of his career?
think
it
you
might
did
be
actually say
renamed.
that,
Yeah,
yeah,
I
Grogan of
legit
the
said that in the episode. I'm like, by the end of his career, it'll probably be the Grogan of the Year
I'll
award because it's
find
gonna
it.
be even worse and even funnier.
With that being
It's
said,
the
tomorrow
fact-
is War Chamber.
It
Or
is
if it's
War
called-
Chamber. And he's
Ooh.
in it, isn't he?
Yeah, so it's Contra versus Hammerstone, Holiday, EJ and Duca, the judge, and question mark, which is probably don't know who it's gonna be.
Yeah,
Savio Vega.
Oh,
Savio
Savio
Vega.
Vega for sure.
Maybe,
I can't even
yeah.
disagree.
Osprey probably.
Also, man, Richard Holiday as a face. That's
I don't like it. Hate
They're
it.
doing it. They're doing it.
I
They're trying to
love
do it.
Richard Holiday, but just like, wow, because MLW, that's like the one thing that's a problem with MLW. Too many heels. Everyone on the roster is like a heel.
It's true.
That's the thing. Even Hammerstone still feels weird to like cheer him because he just looks like a dick.
I will
Yeah,
find
like-
this match.
And like, yeah, and that's what made him in the Dynasty work so well. But
Exactly.
now he's like Hammerstone Hogan, and I like it because I like Hammerstone, but it's also kind of weird.
Right.
Trying to find this. It might not have been him. It might have just been someone that really, really looks like him. They have the same mask and everything, but I don't know.
It looks like-
Shout outs to Jacob Fatu though, Good lad.
Truth.
He
That
follows
is
me on Twitter
big
now.
news.
Let's go.
Oh hell yeah!
Dude, fucking. Oh yeah. Did we did the episode where we kind of announced like the launch of the What a Maneuver page.
Yeah,
For
heel
the
heat. Go buy it.
Heel Heat. What was that? You had the whose design was that for again?
Which one?
The one
I've
that
done a
like
couple.
the one that
recently.
like just came out that I saw on
Oh,
Twitter.
Gary
today.
J.
The Gary J
Gary
one.
J.
Yes, definitely go hit that
Yeah.
up. My man Heel Boy
Gary
out here
J.
putting in the work.
Wrestles for I think he wrestles for RWA Mid South at the moment mainly.
He wrestles for a lot of.
He
those,
wrestles for a lot of places.
Yeah,
he's
shout
cool.
out that. Shout out
I've
the
got
homie.
got a couple more things coming out soon too.
Shout out the homie Heel Boy with the Heel Heat. What else is the it's
yeah.
HGPX Designs? Is that the name of the account?
HGPX. That's
for the-
Punk.
For our homie Punk, who's out
Oh,
here in the design game now. He's getting the
HGPX.
work going. Shout out his stuff. You know, he's been working with some. He had a design tweeted out earlier, not that long ago today, by Avery Good,
Mhm.
which is always exciting as
Great
fuck.
great
'cause that's-
design.
Yeah, Avery Good's fantastic. Got to gas up the homies, you know, real quick for the.
I'm very jealous.
one
I
time.
told him this. I said to him, I've been trying to get Avery Good for like 2 years, and you motherfucker, you got it in like a week.
Bro, we're staying fruitful out here. We're staying productive. We're making sure the
Fuck him.
homies
Fuck you,
vibe,
Punk.
but also fuck Punk. If
Oh,
he's
God.
watching, you go
Fuck
fuck
him.
yourself,
Starting.
you son of a
No,
No,
bitch.
I can't say that. Can't say that.
No, yeah.
Support the boy. Support the boy. He's a good guy.
But yeah, definitely go check
What?
out that. I'll try to get
I
that
got
link in the bio.
yeah.
You
I got some
want a
fun stuff coming
war?
up soon.
You want a war? You're gonna get one.
Design war.
A design war. Let me hop in
No,
on
I
that.
got some fun stuff. The main guy I hit up yesterday was Lindsay Dorado.
Nice, nice,
Ooh.
Try and get in there. Try and get in there.
bro.
Heck
I
yeah.
No.
let me
got some
get in
fun
on
shit coming
that.
out.
I use Photoshop Mix on iOS. Let me let me get in on this joint real quick.
To be fair, I can probably announce a couple of them that I've got coming out now that this
Ooh,
is
you wanna
this
make
will be
an
going out,
announcement?
'cause- yeah, so I just made some stuff for, I don't know if anyone knows Sam Beale from Impact.
Absolutely.
I made some stuff for Sam Beale yesterday, so there's one. And Manders from GCW.
Oh,
too.
one called Manders.
So the Manders, that's coming out, God, next week, I think. Fuck it, I'm going to announce it now. No, who
Fuck
cares?
yeah, boy. So if
And
you're a
then
fan of Sam Beale,
something else
one
you-
called Manders, or
I've got big AEW one. I can't reveal that one yet.
yeah, he
but
can't reveal that one, but he does have an AEW one coming. If you're a fan of AEW,
Oh,
big
shit.
AEW one.
if you're a fan of AEW,
Yeah.
Sam Beale, one called Manders, or just in general the Dynamic Dance podcast, Heel Boy, Heel Heat, any of that shiznit.
I don't know what that is,
Go
but
check
I'm
it
doing
out.
that now. I did that. I did that.
Uppy,
Did that,
uppy.
but I don't know what that is.
Oh yeah.
Sweet.
Oh man.
Dude, I've been vibing real heavy though. There's been hella music coming out.
I just remembered something cursed though, real
Oh
quick.
shit!
Actually.
Oh shit!
Do y'all watch Stardom?
No, but I
Can't say I
did.
do.
Good. I don't either. But,
I don't recommend it.
I follow circles. I follow circles that do. Okay, I have people who do, and they recently had a mystery attack angle. You know, someone in a mask attacking, and I pulled up the picture here. That's why I was looking down here earlier, and this is what the attacker looks like.
Oh
Look at
my
that.
god. Momo.
Yeah, they had fucking Momo run in and attack someone.
What the fuck?
Yeah, and like it's
That's
Is that legit?
that is
yeah, it's legit.
that's
This is a
enough-
real thing.
that I
What?
Stardom is
Uh,
Stardom creeps me out.
Yeah, Stardom's an odd place. Like fucking whoever Momo mask is. I
It might be
mean,
Momo
what's
Watanabe.
most disturbing about it is
Boy,
just
I hate you.
I don't know. The mask just looks like it's too like
It looks
accurate.
it looks edited in.
Yeah, like yeah, I'll show it again. Yeah, it doesn't look real,
It's
but
not edited,
I assure you
that's-
it is.
Horrifying.
Fucking Momo. I thought I
Fucking-
finally escaped it. But
That's
no,
a goddamn
it's-
extension of the Halloween episode.
It
right
might
there.
be one of the release
in
clause
wrestling.
people that they're putting on the mask to hide it. So it could be like Ember Moon. But
Oh,
she's got
that
the Momo mask
that
on
was
to
Jesse
hide who she
Kamea.
is.
Man, it
There
was
you go.
It was Ember Moon going to Japan on
Tail
November
Valkyrie.
3rd.
Literally,
November
just
2nd.
went straight away.
That was Jessie
Yeah.
Kameo right there.
Oh, yes.
She's in.
That was a beef. That was BFAB.
Beef. I'd love that. That'd be fucking great.
She knew the writing was on the wall, so she booked a ticket and put on a Momo mask.
Yo, the fucking BFAB is gonna go back and be a rapper again, ain't she?
Yeah, but
Probably.
she was doing well for herself. She was like
I've actually made the
backup
point
to
somebody.
someone.
I made the point to some. Was it you, Heel Boy? I don't know who the fuck it. No, I was just vibing out, and I was talking about it, and I made the point that genuinely, if Cross and or Bordeaux wanted to go into like acting, they absolutely could. If they just wanted to go be
Yeah.
actors,
Probably.
I think they could be fucking amazing at
Like-
it. So
Like Wyndham.
legitimately, yeah. His ass
What
would
if
be fucking
B-Fab joins
great.
the Acclaimed?
Bro, his ass would be great as like a. He could be like. I was about to say some superhero. I was about to say like Lex Luthor, but that'd be fucking ridiculous. No, get him in like some like one of those like third party, like not DC or Marvel, just fun ass superhero type beats
Yeah.
as like a villain.
He could just be a big henchman in the middle of movie, you know.
Truth.
Let the protagonist fights for a good while. Kill some time.
What if B-Fab went and joined the Acclaim? First female member.
That would be
That
that'd be insane.
that would be kind of cursed, but also good because I swear, like Hit Row and the Acclaimed have like tried dissing each other in the past.
True.
Oh,
This is disgusting, by the way.
Oh.
ooh,
I've
I don't
decided
doubt it.
it's not
It's-
good.
You've given up on it.
It's very like curry tasting.
I mean,
Okay.
It
Heel
tastes a
Boy's
little bit like a
drink-
curry.
Drink that tastes like curry.
He was drinking
Mm,
curry.
Yeah, a little bit. A little bit. It's got like the sort of coriander-y
Ooh.
pepper flavor. Sort of. It's not. I'm just gonna put that to one side.
Oh my god,
Like-
excuse him all.
And bringing up Hit Row again. That just reminded me. So, like a week before the releases, Shantae the Adonis went on Twitter because you know how Hit Row likes going on Twitter, and he was just like, "Oh yeah, we're not gonna be one of those groups that gets broken up in a week. We're
Mhm.
together. We in this for the long haul." And then BFAB gone.
They were like, psych.
I almost wonder if they did that just to troll them. Honestly, I have no clue.
Bro, truth.
Like maybe they just weren't happy about Top Dollar freestyling. I don't know.
AJ Francis be getting dogged on.
He do be getting dogged on,
He really.
which is a shame. I like him. I do. I
He's
think
great.
he's got potential.
He's cool as shit.
I'm trying to think. There was like one of my we've during this like run where we haven't really talked about like anything else going on besides like wrestling stuff. I don't think have ever gotten around, Heel Boy, to talking about the Island Boys.
Hmm.
And I really wanted to talk about them because I think I'm a fan.
No, don't say that.
AK, you gotta look these kids up. Just type.
It's
in.
What-
exactly the same as
What are
the
the
Da
Island
Vinci
Boys?
twins. It's all
It's
it
not
is.
the same as Da Vinci though, because Da Vinci
It
they
is.
were.
Oh, sweet God.
So the Da Vinci kids had
Yeah,
one
the-
viral video, and that was it. These kids are legitimately having multiple viral videos now. Like if you go find Fly Soldier on TikTok, he is legit such a wholesome guy. People will ask him people will legit comment like, "Bro, you got fake gold in your mouth," and he'll be like, "So this is actually 18 carats, but it's laced with 24 carats, so it looked like 24, but it really 18." He like describing it so kindly, and he's just, I don't know. First off, what race are these kids? We haven't figured that out really. And I'm pretty sure they're
Great
white.
question.
I'm pretty
Uh,
sure they're
I
white.
think they're like
They're-
Mexican.
Are they?
Their race is TikTok.
The
That's their
racist TikToker. That's actually a good point. They might be like
I thought they're like
Puerto Rican,
Latin.
Cuban,
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
Dominican. No, they wouldn't be Dominican.
Latino.
Latino, some sort of Latino. Um, But
But are they
dude,
going to head to GCW like the Da Vinci twins did?
dude, if
That's
they
what I
if
want.
they start
Yeah.
wrestling, I'm gonna have such a good time.
That'd be fucking
But
based
they
as
had
shit.
but AK they to give you the brief synopsis of it. It's a guy named Fly Soldier
Right.
and his I think they're brothers actually. His brother's name is it was like Red 2 times, but now it's Kodiak Red.
Kodiak Red.
Kodiak Road.
The gimmick was like that he became Kodiak because Kodak Black, who's another one of these funny ass rappers with dumb hair, legit like told him, "Hey, we're gonna let you get. I like you're my bro. You're gonna get the nickname Kodiak as like a spin on Kodak."
Oh, wow.
And they had a video where they're just sitting in like a pool and they're singing a song that has no rhythm to it, is offbeat as all fucking hell, and they're just going, Island boy," and then he starts rapping and you
Okay.
don't know what the fuck he's saying.
I've just searched their
Like-
name and there's a couple of search results that came up. So they were both born on the 16th of July 2001. They're twins.
They're twins.
They're twins.
Wait, they're
And
older
the
than
second,
me.
they're younger than me.
They're literally older than me. This is annoying.
They're older than me too.
And then it states here, it's just the main thing that came up. TikTok's Island Boys both have pretty intense criminal records.
Oh, shit.
Wait, does it describe what their criminal
Oh, yeah.
record is?
The wholesome
Yes.
Island Boys.
Just talk
Intense
about it.
criminal records.
What have they got? Go on. Their real names are Frankie and Alex.
Frankie and Alex, and their last name is Island.
Paternal twins.
Their last name's Venegas?
Venegas.
Venegas?
Yeah, Venegas. Venegas.
Venga
They're
Boys.
definitely Latino then, by the sounds of the last name. Well,
Frankie as
so
well.
it tells me they have a
Alex.
distinctive like criminal record, but they don't tell me what is in the criminal record. That's not
So that's
that's not
probably.
what I want though.
Oh god.
Oh,
And these
oh
kids
my
are
God.
literally they're literally 20 years old, and they're just like
They've-
Island boy.
okay, so this article's saying they have charges for burglary, robbery, grand theft, and drugs. And they were kicked out of home when they were both 18 because their mom was sick of getting a knock at the door from the police.
You got to find a picture of Fly Soldier when his
Legends.
hair wasn't. You got to find a picture of Fly Soldier when he didn't have that hair yet, because he had like curly ass hair back in the day, and it was funny
Mm.
as shit looking. He had like a damn near an afro, or something like that.
And they say their heritage is Cuban,
You know what?
actually.
Okay,
There we go. Cuban. It makes sense.
was not far off.
I just got hit in the eye by my spoon there. I didn't catch it.
Oh, jeez.
Took a shot.
Gosh, something about spoons, man. I remember. I
What, you
was
got-
in an E-Fed
you got a spoon
where
story?
someone. Yeah, I do got a. You know what? Yeah, I do have a spoon story. Oh, hey, there's
oh my god,
Fly
he got like a
Soldier.
perm. He looks off the Xanax, bro. He looks absolutely
Oh.
gone.
Probably got the perks going.
For
Little
real.
mugshot.
Oh, the lighting made him look like Michael Jackson on that.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Look at this
Well.
dude.
Look at this dude.
Look at this.
Terrible.
But like,
Fly Soldier on his chest says R.I.P. Frank.
ooh.
R.I.P. Frank. I think Frank is, but
But isn't that
Bless
him?
us.
Isn't he Frankie?
That's a good point. R.I.P. myself.
yeah.
That's kind of
It's-
fucked up.
It's
Yeah.
deep.
AK,
deep,
what's
honestly.
your spoon story? I'm
Okay,
curious.
spoon story time. All right. So, long ago, there was an E-Fed I was in. That's where most of my stories come from. But this wasn't like your average E-Fed. This was using a game called Worldwide Wrestling, which is like a tabletop wrestling
Yeah.
RPG type thing, basically. And it was ran by legals, and
I
it was
remember
it was
it.
Wait.
Yeah,
oh,
yeah, yeah.
You do? Bro,
I was
It,
in
it
like
gets talked
one
about a
of
lot.
them.
It gets talked about a hell of a lot.
dude, I
but-
legit, yeah, I did not know any of you guys whenever this would have happened. So that's kind of crazy.
Right. This was like years ago. I want to
This
say
was a few years
2000.
ago.
I'm gonna say 2017. I'm probably wrong.
I was gonna say 17. That would have been my guess
Okay.
too.
So yeah, 17. It was me, Wasabi, a bunch of other people.
all the homies.
You know, all the homies
Names-
were in it. Yes.
Some names
All
that
the
can't be
homies
mentioned.
and a few names that can't be mentioned, and a few homies who aren't with us today. One of these homies was a boy named Alex Danielson, and I really don't remember much about Alex. He was quite clearly like one of those. I don't know how to describe it. It's like when you play a video game and you go into the chat hours for that game, and there's always one kid who's kind of like whining about everything. He was kind of like that. He kind of had that vibe, but like he didn't do anything awful. So, but anyway, during one of our sessions, his character was basically it was. I actually don't know if his actual name was Alex Danielson, but his character was named Alex Danielson, and it was just Brian Danielson, but not like the actual Brian Danielson who actually makes things interesting. He was just a boring, serious technician, you know, straight shooter, all that. And during one of our sessions, because every session it got recorded, and our recordings are still up somewhere. I'm not gonna
Oh, the
tell you where to
archives.
find them. Heel Boy's gonna find them though. I know he will.
He's
But
doing some
yeah,
looking.
yeah. Before every session, Leadles would have us like introduce ourselves. Like it'd be like, "Hi, I'm Dan, and my character is Johnny Boulder," for example.
Right,
That'd be kind of like an intro. But during one of these intros, it was like early where Alex Danielson was, or maybe it wasn't early, but I don't know. Any way you slice it, he had a bowl of cereal with him, and he was eating the cereal. And during his introduction, man, I don't have like an actual. Oh wait, I do have a spoon. Yeah, CC Dub.
Yes,
There
we
it is.
found it. There's the lineup.
There we go. Let me get a spoon out here. Let me get a spoon out
Alex,
here.
there he is. Alex Danielson in yellow.
Alex Danielson. That's the man right there, and this is what he wielded: spoon. So he was just eating his cereal, you know. He was eating the cereal, and then all of a sudden, before he even said anything, it was like it got to his turn to say something, and it was just he just dropped his spoon, and we all died from it. We were laughing, and credit to him, he took this moment and ran with it because suddenly his character became I don't know. Did he call himself the serial killer? I don't think he did, but I want to say he called himself the serial
We're gonna
killer.
go with that anyway because it's great.
And
Even
his
if he didn't.
theme, like we were able to take his theme and add an intro to it where it would start with the spoon drop.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
Like instead of like Stone Cold breaking the glass, it was Alex Danielson dropping the spoon.
Yeah. The only reason I remember CCW is because I made the original logo. Not the original logo, the secondary logo. Here you go. As you
Oh
can see.
shit, you did?
Yeah, I did. So that one.
Holy crap, ancient heel boy.
There's my Twitter right there.
Heel boy design. Dude,
Wow.
yeah, there's such a deep lineage with that. And I just sort of got on. I wasn't even on Discord yet whenever I think that first happened, to be completely honest. I was like barely even using that shit.
Yeah.
I was just gonna
It was the best of
2018.
times. 2018. Okay,
January 2018. So like very early 2018.
Yeah, you know, it was the best of times. It was the blurst of times. You know,
Definitely.
I feel like that was I feel like I knew because some of the connections that we all kind of have with each other comes from shit like that.
Yeah.
My background was always so weird. I kind of love talking about it, about how like I kind of just me and someone that I know in real life decide to get into a supercard team because we wanted to play Team Battleground, and then it just leads to like this podcast, for example. Like it was a butterfly effect to literally Dynamic Dance podcast featuring, you know, a Dan or featuring a Frog. You know, like we have like this whole thing just sort of led to this. I don't know, and I don't even play Supercard anymore either. It's not like I was like a devoted, like that was my whole life.
I need more drink.
Ever. Oh, we've got a
Oh,
we've got a walking
Heel Boy
POV.
needs more drink. He's moving.
I need a different drink. I can't
have-
cope.
Oh,
we have
my-
a walking POV.
My God, he's walking. He's talking.
So
These
for the
angles.
for the first time in the history of Dynamic Dance podcast, we have experienced that Heel Boy has legs.
Oh my God. This changes
Oh!
the.
There they are.
Oh my God.
Heel Boy has a knee.
He has a knee. Oh my gosh, I nearly fell over.
Man's just barely caught himself.
It was too much for me. It was too much.
And bin smells like lasagna. Trash can.
Your
Bin
trash
lasagna.
can. Your bin
My trash can smells like lasagna.
lasagna.
Man.
Lasagna.
All right, let's figure out what you're gonna drink, and then we can get out of here. Oh.
No, let's get a different
Whoa,
glass.
what is that?
That glass
What
is
is it?
tremendous.
So it's a gin glass.
Oh, gin glass. Nice.
So for me, give me this shit. Give me some shit.
It's making it the amount of time that you've been moving. It doesn't. We can't really tell if you're like turning or not.
This
so
is
it
the
looks like
the
Oh,
drink
wow, wow.
counter right here.
they
wow.
are AK. They are functioning alcoholics in that flat.
This is
as you
I'm
this is what
impressed.
we
I am very impressed.
can tell.
we have
No,
a, we have
they're-
a peach. Not much left of that.
they're chilling. They're chilling.
It's
We have what gin do we have? Hold on. Yeah. Can I have some of that rhubarb and ginger gin?
Did you just get
Awesome.
denied?
Yeah, it did.
You got
Oh.
denied rhubarb.
We could kind of faintly hear the no.
It's Miss Boys. It's not mine. So I have to ask.
Damn, you've been.
You know what? The peach is mine. The peach is mine. We can
You
have
know what?
peach.
Go for the peach. All right.
Hold on. I'm trying to set this up. So
Yeah, peach boys.
This is unbelievable.
this is
So I think
Fucking
I'll talk
hell.
about this now. I think soon we're gonna do some different stuff with the format of Dynamic Dance. I kind of wanted to do like, maybe just like it might not be an actual episode of the podcast. It might be like a different titled thing, but just like play some stuff on here. Like I talked about, like maybe we could do like a journey of wrestling, like draft, where we
Oh.
draft different brands, and then just, like,
Oh,
play this
that would be
and stuff.
fun. That'd be a lot of fun.
I'm down.
I think that'd be insane. So I think Heelboy and I are probably going to get into some stuff like that. But this is a good point because I do use my phone for my camera anyway. If I could get a long enough, if I could just like get this figured out for the audio of it, because obviously I need OBS. That's the main thing.
Right.
But if I just get it running back here and then I just take my phone in there, I legit have considered like a cooking episode or just something ridiculous like
gosh.
that.
Cooking with
That'd be-
Dan.
Dude, cooking with Dan's, and that'll be an episode of the podcast like once every like month where we just cook and talk
That's
about
very
whatever.
flat. Wow.
Flat peach.
All right, Heel Boy, give us
Yo.
a fucking strong ass sip to get us out of here. Give
Yes.
us a fucking.
Hold on,
Sip.
hold on.
Oh, he's
Yeah,
Let's put a little bit
he's-
of lemonade in it.
oh he's topping
Oh my
off with a
gosh.
little bit of lemonade. That's genius.
Oh, a little bit of lemonade. A little
It's
bit
little
of
fizzy.
the. I guess that's kind of bubbly. A little bit of
It
the
is bubbly.
bubbly.
It's a little bit of bubbly.
It's M&S Diet.
I
Dude.
didn't know they made diet alcohol.
All right, here we go.
Lemonade. It's lemonade. It's
Here we
Diet
go.
lemonade.
Okay, diet lemonade. Sip.
A strong sip to finish off the podcast. Let's go. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. And as you can see by Heel Boy, cheers. Oh shit! Wait. Oh god. Oh, he burped. Oh.